Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 setups for today. So still range bound, but it does look a little bit more bullish than what it did yesterday. But just bear in mind we are going into 4th of July, which is holidays, and I don't think we're going to see much today. We've got a whole string of data coming out today. So I think what you want to do, I'm just on the daily for this quickly. You'll see there is my support area, and there is the top of that triangle. It's not often that you get a flat top triangle at the top of a move, so just be very cautious. But for me, the most logical thing is we are still range bound. So when we drill down to the lower time frames, you can see what I mean by yesterday. We had a nice juicy engulfing bar, and then two follow-through candles, which were also green. Oscillators are starting to group to the upside, so that's not something I want to be too excited about. And then if I can just get this structured a bit better, you'll see what I mean. So we had last week we had a fairly decent diagonal level that we were sort of buying off. And then this week what we've tried to do is we've tried to break through it a couple of times. So be it as it may, I think that is still an area which would be of interest to some people. And I would argue that that is a level that also needs to be paid attention to. That's 45.76. So what we can do now is we can actually put all these levels in. Now, I'm not going to put every single one of them in, but you get the drift. So when you look at the charts, just look what's close by and then watch each of those levels. So somewhere around 45.91, and then obviously we're so close to that round number, 45. One more. 4,500 is what I'm looking for. There we go. Oh, sorry, 5,500, not 4,500. Now if you look left, there's a bit of structure there. So that is a fairly strong level, and you can see I've got levels all the way down. So now what happens is if we come back down through the levels, you're going to start seeing potential opportunity. So strong move up yesterday. You can see a massive move. Very, very bullish. Looking like a bit of a flag. I think there's a lot of data coming through today, so I would be interested in any of these levels. I'm just going to adjust this onto something that makes sense, and let's just put the other one in as well. Right, so I'm looking for pullbacks onto 54.97, 54.96, 5,500 obviously is also in the mix, and 54.91. And there's one more lower down which could also impact price, which is going to be down here at 54.85. So bear in mind there's also a gap, so that would be something that you do need to pay attention to as well. But above the moving averages at the moment, so let's see if we can hold that. Oscillators are overbought at the moment, so I would expect some kind of sideways move or even a little bit of a pullback. Now what's going to happen today is quite simple. You're going to see people coming in fairly early into the market. There's a lot of data coming out, so they're going to come in really early to the market because the objective is going to be make some money and then go on holiday. So you're going to see a lot of people taking the rest of the week off as well in the US. So I'd be very, very cautious about trying to hold on to something, but this is the level that I'd be waiting for longs. And I don't think it changes on the 15-minute, to be honest. No, it doesn't really change at all. So 5,500, 54.97, 54.96, 54.91, and 54.85. Those are the areas to pay attention to. Now, there is one other bit of structure here which could also come into play, and that's a break of this flag. But obviously break, I think you'll bump your head on 55 25, and then I'm still waiting at the 5500 for a retest of that, because it is a big round number, so I would expect it to be retested. I don't expect us just to fly through like this. Okay, anyway, so that's kind of my view for today. Wait for the pullback. You're looking for an opportunity to buy, and could be a break of the range to the upside, but keep in the back of your head that that could also be top of range, so you could see the sellers come in there to drive price all the way back down to the bottom of the range, down at 54.50. So that's kind of my outlook for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.